Namaste. Prāṇāvāya is the science of health and illumination. Prāṇāvāya, Prāṇāyu, ahiṃsā Ayurveda, Prāṇā-Ayurveda, Jīna-Ayurveda, Yoga-Ayurveda, Sattvic-Ayurveda are its synonyms. It stands at the conversion of ancestral Ayurvedic medicine, yogic wisdom, ahiṃsā viññāna, karmology, and so on. So, what is the purpose of this meeting together, Bhagini and Bhrata? It is, the purpose of our meeting is for life. For your life, for everybody's life, for life. In the name of life, tonight we are meeting. In the name of life. Life in Sanskrit is said Jiva, or it is named Ayus, like in Ayurveda. And it is also, we can say, a synonym of ahiṃsā. Because if there is non-violence, where there is non-violence, there is life. Life is not waiting for anybody. If the space is given of non-violence, life comes. That is why in Hippocrates' vow, in the Hippocrates vow, we should at least wish not to harm the patient, because if we don't harm the patient, but if we teach him non-harmingness, ahiṃsā, he will cure. So, and this is also the principle of parasaparopagraho jīvānām. We are here for life because of parasaparopagraho jīvānām. That means, that is a very beautiful sentence. You will learn it automatically because it's too beautiful, and slowly you'll get all the terms. It means that mutually life is contagious. That means life is giving life to life. That means in a desert, if a plant is growing, the plant nearby can grow, because life will attract life, and it will attract a butterfly, and it will. But the same way, if somebody is very holy, and he's empowered with his life power, he will automatically make us feel good. So we are here for life, and we are doing this for life, and we are here to answer to the question of how to reach the most amount of happiness, or how to reach the most amount of health. That is the gift of our life. So health in Sanskrit is said Sukha, and happiness is said Sukha, and health is said Svāsthya. So, welcome to the realm of Prāṇāvāya life science, the heavenly garden of the true happiness and health, which is called Sat, Sata, Shata in Sanskrit. So, this Prāṇāvāya was revealed by the great saints, divine human beings. They were great saints, but they were divine, but they were still human beings, and they are the Kshama Ashrama, or the Kshama Shramana, or the Kshama Shaman. That is the refuge of the divine patience, endurance, compassion, tolerance, and forgiveness, being universal and enlivening guides for all the living beings of the universe. And having kept my head down at their lotus feet on the Mother Earth, on their behalf, as a humble Prāṇāvāya physician, I greet you in the Prāṇāvāya, eternal shelter of bliss, energy, knowledge, and beingness. So, what is the universal expression of this health and happiness that we are talking about since a long time? What is its universal expression. How to define it? We are really, doing this brainstorming to define how can we define this. So today I will define it as per a very, very special definition. This health and this happiness and this divine thing is the alignment of, we can say, three things. And what are the three things? They are the things that are the three jewels. Actually, if we think how I can define it, we have to think on our elements, on our basic elements, on our tattva. So the best way finally, and the most simple way to really go in the deepest and in the shortest definition of this happiness and health would be to say that it is the samyagjñāna charitra then. And it is the alignment, the addition of all them. So it means that happiness and health is when I am free from all my cognitive bias. If I'm free from all of them, if I have perfect clarity in my cognition, in my understanding, in my mind, and if also I have perfect knowledge or good knowledge, and if I have the behavior which is matching with my clarity, with my vision, with my ideal, with my faith, if my behavior is matching my faith, my ideal, and if it is also matching my knowledge, then I could be called a real happy or real healthy person. Do you remember? What we call darshan is the clarity of cognition, the non-bias things. So when the vision is clear, it is cognitive darshan. When my beliefs are really not influenced by any addictions, we can say. When I'm really clear with myself, I'm sincere, I'm not in the illusion of any addiction, etc. So this is the samyagdarśana. The samyagjñāna is when I'm really clear, I'm really having the good knowledge, which is really teaching me how to be perfectly healthy and all these things, which is really giving me the real understanding of what is to be done, not to be done, what is proper for me, what is the real food. It is the information. Like we can say, allopathy today is giving out a lot of information, and a lot of this information is very good, we can say, and can be applied in some way or the others. But the problem is that they don't give us how to do this, because they say what is good, but they don't teach us really how to apply it, and they don't teach us how to have the energy to apply it. You see? Because even if everybody knows that cholesterol is bad for health, people are not able to stop to eat cholesterol. So they are not teaching us how to make our survival instinct to really desire what we need. So this is the big problem, and this is what we want to do. We will correct the instinct from the root. We will not correct to give you good knowledge or bad knowledge, because this will be very fast to give you the good knowledge. But we will teach you how you will always be able to do what you think, to think what you do, to believe what you do, what you should think, and all this, and all three, everything together be in a line. And samyakcāritra, this good behavior, that means devoid a behavior. What is a good charitra? So in one word, darshana is without cognitive bias, without wrong knowledge is samyagjñāna, and without any addiction. Addiction is samyagdarśana. And when you think on charitra, theoretically, it means, charitra, I told you, a behavior in Indian culture. In Western culture, when you think of behavior, mostly they will say you it's physical behavior. Okay? But here charitra means the behavior of your mind, of your speech, and of your body. So the addiction would be the addiction of your actions, but it could be the addiction of your thinking process also. So this is very important in charitra. But added to now the 3 jewels that we are repeating again and again, today I want to teach you just one single word more that we have not still seen, which is one of the most beautiful, maybe it's the most beautiful word in the world. It is the word tapasya. Tapasya means the light. And tapasya means, we can say tapasya is the medicine. Tapasya in Prāṇāvāya is the medicine. It is the way to reach. It is the cure. Because it is the way to purify your body, the way to purify your mind, your brain. Your physical brain will be purified only by tapasya. Your body will be purified only by tapasya. And your clarity will come only by tapasya. Your knowledge also needs tapasya. Everything needs tapasya to reach the properness that we want, the stage of the 3 jewels that we want them to reach. Okay, so tapasya. And tapasya, it was translated very wrongly. It is translated, but very wrongly and very truly at the same time. But in the beauty, it's not at all telling all the aspects and all the beauty and all the power of this word. Tapasya is the way to get the energy, because when you will learn later, you will learn the anatomy of your karmas. Because the karma has the anatomy, we have to learn the anatomy of karma. It is very great subject. And in the anatomy of karma, you find again the 3 jewels, and you find near the 3 jewels the concept of energy. Because finally, to reach all this, what do we need? We need energy. Why we are not reaching samyagdarśana, jnana and charitra? Sometimes because simply we don't have the juice. We don't have the fuel. We don't have the energy. And what is giving tapasya? It is giving the energy. It is the way to get the energy to reach the proper thing. And why? Because if we say that, okay, it's so in English tapasya means purification practice. It can mean austerity. So in Judeo-Christian thinking, you will say, oh my God, they are torturing themselves. No. Tapasya is never giving more pain. It should be giving the pain of a simple stretching, like when you come out of bed, and you stretch like this. This is tapasya also, we can say. Because it is still giving me a little pain, but it is feeling so good. And this is tapasya, you see? It's a stretching. So it is a purifying method to stretch, but if it is done properly, with righteousness, then tapasya is not painful. So, this is one of the definition of tapasya, and I will tell you a very beautiful definition. I have not written it on your PDF, on this PDF. It will be written somewhere else. Tapasya is the guide. A proper tapasya is like a guide, is like the king of the dharma, which will guide you with the less energy investment, the more energy gain. Because why we are not succeeding in our life? Because we are wrongly investing our energy. We don't know where to put our energy so that it doubles. We think, okay, I will eat fast food because I'm hungry. So if you eat the fast food because you are hungry, you will not double your energy. You will subtract your energy. But if you invest your energy in a proper tapasya, in a proper stretching, you will have exponential energy. So tapasya is the best, the most relevant place to put your energy to get as much fuel as you want, and more fuel that you can even imagine, to realize the best dream that you cannot even dream today, because it is too big. So tapasya, everybody has to learn. Everybody has to learn this. And tapasya is learned by all the texts that we will see in the future. So just to tell you, and to make the introduction for the next time, we will start to conclude, because you should not be tired. Next time we will study a very interesting thing, how the 3 jewels and this tapasya and all this will transform what we call your survival instinct, because everybody says the survival instinct, but survival instinct is a basic instinct. But with Prāṇāvāya, you can go from a survival instinct to a living instinct, unleavened instinct, enlightenment instinct. Where? Because I will explain you now what is a survival instinct in 2 seconds. What is a survival instinct? That means if I by fear, by reaction to my fear, I will take action. This is a survival instinct. Because I know that I should be fearful of fire. I should be fearful of lion. I should be fearful when I cross the road, or when I eat this or that, or if I do this or speak that. And because of fear, I will act. So this is a person who is working, we can say, based on the survival instinct. It is a person which is basically like a reptile. A reptile will have the same type of thinking process that a person who has not evolved from its survival instinct. But a living instinct, a real instinct which is built up by the Prāṇāvāya science and by all, we can say, the Sattvic ahiṃsā vijñāna of all the Indian sciences, this person in this case will have the living instinct. And even the enlightenment instinct. That means he will be attracted towards tapasya. He will be attracted towards what is the best for him. When you see a yogi, and you think, oh my God, he's so courageous, I don't have his courage. No. He has all the energy, and he has pleasure, because he took these habits gradually, because he did it gradually, because he has stretched himself wisely every day, little bit. Like when you see in Olympic Games, maybe some of them, maybe they did not suffer. I don't know. I'm not a good sportsman or sportswoman, but if you do things gradually, nothing is painful, because everything is a way of knowing. So you must be tired. We will continue some other day. Thank you so much, and I was very happy to be with you, and I hope I did not hurt anybody, and I hope I did not and I was very faithful and very true and very aligned with the message of the great teachers, which I have done my best, and I have so much to improve. So because of this, I apologize and say Michami Dukaram. Shubharatri, Shubhadinam.